So like normal, starting from left to right, you got your normal window switches, your door locks, your rear mirror adjust, your door latch, 2 settings that you can set for driver preference. Over below that, you have basically all your light settings, your different views, a heated steering wheel button, a button that releases the back latch, nice little hidden cubby hole for, wallet, some change you can hide there. Up here is the odometer and trip settings, and also how bright you want the tack to be. And then going to the right of that, you have the tack. You got your gauges, you got your miles per hour on the right, you got what RPM you are on the left, and in the middle you have a whole bunch of information screens. So starting from the top, you can have basically what speed you're in, your eco indicator, and your fuel economy. Going down, you've got some driving support. Going below that, you got your audio, media settings. Below that is a little bit of some driver info. So this screen will show you what power is going to which wheel by those little bars next to the wheels. If you go over, you have some safety assistance status. Going back over to the left, just tells you your tire pressures. Below that, you got some settings and messages. So I usually, when I drive around, I just leave it on this screen. Up to the top left, you can see what mode you're in. I drive it around in sport, but you can also go normal and eco, and I'll show you how to do that, but that's where it's displayed, is on top left. And how I was controlling everything I was just showing you is this button, or this series of buttons over on the left. So if I push up and down, it cycles through, and left and right cycles on that object. Your phone settings, you got your volume control. Over on the right, you got cruise control settings, and you basically, skipping songs, skipping stations, you can push these buttons. To the right of that, you got a nice big Nav Screen Display. If you go home, you can choose what you want to see. Basically, I've got music, I got map, and I've got just information display on the right, but you can whip that information display over closer to you, as you just saw. So it can be, closest screen to you, or it could be the farthest screen from you, and what you can change items on that screen. Let me get closer for the glare. Got your, trip information, music, climate control, fan, and you can see that. You also can get straight to your audio. If you push the audio button, the menu will be, basically give you an option to go in what you go, but home is basically shows you multiple options, and then the menu, you're able to get into the destination menu, your audio settings, phone, apps. If you want to project things from your phone onto the screen, you got info, traffic alerts. Let's go back. And you got your setup display, map. You may have seen what street I'm on, but I don't really want to just advertise where I am. But you've got below that, you've got your volume control, and you got your tune and scroll on the right. A little below that, you've got heated seats, you've got AC seats, you've got your climate control in terms of heat and cold, you have auto, you can turn the fan off, and you got your fan control to lower it and to raise it. And the same buttons are for the passenger, and you got your defrost buttons. Below that, just a little hazard button. Here's a nice cubby hole if you were to want to put your cell phone or something. This is, you can pop this out to give access to send a cord through there to charge it, but there's also another charging option which I will show you. Below that, you've got some ports for charging, USB, old school, what I call cigarette port. Going behind that, you got 2 nice large cup holders, To the left of the cup holders is your gear selector. You've got park, reverse, neutral, drive like normal, and once you're in drive, if you flip it over to the left, you can select what gear you want to be in. Below that, you've got, let me try to block out the sun. You've got your drive modes. So the drive modes are sport, normal, and eco, and then there are also some off-road modes. You got mud and sand to the left, and rock and dirt to the right. And if you go to mud and sand, you want to go back to normal, you just push down on it, and that's how you get to normal. To the right of that is the parking brake button, and then there's the park hold button if you're at a red light. Below that, you got traction control. You've got a snow mode as well, which basically pops up that you're gonna be driving in a snow mode, and where I showed earlier on the dash where it shows normal, sport, and eco, you have snow, basically for better driving, right there, for better driving in the snow. And you've got hill assist button and to turn off the auto start stop. Behind that, you have a nice armrest. You flip this, it goes back. This is a charge pad, and I love all Toyotas, you push this on to turn it on, and then it charges. So you can put things on here that are not chargeable items, and you can also flip this up, and you have a full, really deep, like, I'm a very tall person, and my arm can go all the way down in there, and you have a nice little tray to slide back and forth. Flip that back down. On the passenger side, you have basically the equivalent of this cubby hole underneath of the nav screen. There's a passenger equivalent up top, and you got your normal glove box below. Give you a look of kind of the two-tone interior this thing has. Has nice leather seats, leather on the doors, some fake wood grain material for the the door, but overall it's really great quality. Give you some more looks of the seat. So this thing features 3 rows, same leather detail on all the seats going all the way back. The rear windows feature the sunshades built into the door, which is pretty good, and then a full sunroof for the length of the passenger cabin, not counting the third row. And you control that by your normal window buttons up top. So I hope you enjoyed this detailed look at all the options that are on the interior of the 2020 Toyota Highlander. If there's some feature that you really like that I missed on this thing, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk about it with you. Thanks for watching.